To my class. So my name is Devasis Padhi. So today we will discuss some of the basic syntax of your C++ programming language. In the last class we have already discussed about in the last class we have already discussed about the difference between C and C++. Okay, what are the different features of C++ that are not present in C programming language? We have discussed in the last class. So today we will discuss what are the basic syntax, some of the basic syntax present in your C++. So let us start today's class. What are the different basic syntax present in your C++ programming language? In the last series we have already discussed about that C++ is an object-oriented programming language. Object-oriented programming language means mainly we are concerning about the objects and classes. Okay, we will discuss what is generally object and class. So let us start. When we consider a C++ program, it can be defined as a collection of objects that communicate via invoking each object's methods. Okay, so whenever we consider a C++ program, if we take a C++ program, in that program consists of different types of objects, and the objects are communicate each other by the help of methods. Methods means functions. So first of all we will discuss what is generally object. So you can say that in layman word, object is nothing but anything you can see in the real world. Okay, everything you can see in the real world is known as my object. Let us consider in your home you can see your television, your fan, table, okay, pen, pencil, dog, man, boy, girl. Okay, everything you see in the day-to-day life is known as my object. In C++ programming term, object means which has generally existence. Object means which has generally existence. So you can see the dog has existence in the real world. So dog is called an object. Okay. Then you can see pen. Pen is an existence on the real world. So pen is an object. So everything you see in the real world is known as object. And methods is nothing but the different functions. Whatever you are studied in your C programming language, that is known as functions. So till now you just remember that C++ program is nothing but collection of different types of objects. So what is generally objects? An object have states and behavior. An object have states and behavior. Let us consider a simple object's example. Let us consider a dog is an object because dog has an existence in this world. So dog is called an object. What are the different states of this object? The different states means color of the dog, name of the dog, breed of the dog. These are known as the height of the dog, okay, weight of the dog. Okay, so these are nothing but my states of the dog object. And what are the different behaviors? Behaviors is nothing but barking, eating, jumping, running. These are known as my behavior. Behavior means what are the different functions performed by this dog object. Now dog can eat, dog can walk, dog can run, dog can jump. So these are nothing but my behavior of the dog object. And states means name of the dog, color of the dog, height of the dog, weight of the dog. These are known as my states of the object, states of the dog object. So every object has states and behavior. Okay, or you can say that an object is nothing but an instance of a class. We will discuss what is the class. Okay, object is nothing but my instance of a class, or you can say that object means which has some existence in the real world. Next one is, what is generally class? A class can be defined as a template or blueprint that describes the behavior or states that the object of its type supports. In the simple term, you can say that class is nothing but group of objects. Class is nothing but group of objects. Let us consider Rama, Shyam, Gopal, Achyut. These are known as different objects. And if I consider this object into a single class, that class name is known as my student class. Student is a class and different objects are Ram, Achyut, Shyam. So these are known as my object. Okay. So class is nothing but group of object forms a class. Then what is methods? A method is basically a behavior. A class can contain many methods. It is in methods where the logic is written, data is manipulated, and all the actions are executed. Methods means, in simpler terms, you can say that these are the functions. Okay, these are the functions. In these functions, we are writing the logic of the program. What the program is actually do, you can write in the method part. Data are manipulated means different values are manipulated. Manipulation means addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. So whatever the operations you are performed in the program, that things are done in the methods or functions. Next, what is an instance variable? Each object has its unique set of instance variables. An object state is created by the value assigned to this instance variable. In simple term, instance variable are nothing but simply the variables x, y, z, a, b, c. These are nothing but my instance variables. Okay. Whatever variables you have already taught in your, you have already did on your C programming, same in C++. Okay, variables is nothing but which can change from time to time. X, Y, Z, these are nothing but my variables. Why it is called instance variables? Now these are associated with the objects. Okay, instance of a class. So these are nothing but my instance variables. We will discuss. Okay. So this is a simple program in your C++. Like in C program, whenever you write the program, you must include the header file at the top of the program. What is the header file you are included? Has include stdio.h in C program. But in C++, the main header file is iostream.h, input output stream.h. Then main is where the program execution begins. Always remember, the execution of a program always starts from main method. The execution of a program always starts from main method. So here I am writing int main. You can write void main also. Okay, no problem. This is the main block. This is the curly braces start and this is the curly braces end. Then here I am writing a new thing that is known as cout. Okay, this is the operator and hello world. What is the meaning of this line? Now this meaning of the lines means it prints hello world on the screen. It prints hello world on the screen. As for your C programming, whenever you want to print something on the screen, you must write printf function. Okay, whenever you print something in your C programming, you are writing printf function. But in C++, you must write cout. Cout is an object of C program. Okay, cout. This is the operator. This operator is known as my insertion operator. Okay, in C++, this operator is known as my insertion operator. Cout, insertion operator. Whatever you can print, that must be enclosed within double quote. And always remember, this object is present inside this class, iostream class. So whenever I am writing cout in my program, I must include iostream.h in my program. Like in your C, whenever you write printf and scanf functions in your program, you must include stdio.h at the top of the program. Otherwise, the compiler will show some error messages. Similarly, whenever you are using cout and cin for input purpose, cout for output purpose, you must include this header file in the top of the program. As include iostream.h. Okay, so this is a simple C++ program. As include iostream.h, int main or word main, whatever may be, and this is for printing purpose. Cout, okay, cout is an object. This is known as operator. Which operator? Insertion operator. Then whatever you print, that must be enclosed with double quote. So hello world. Okay, and curly braces end. And if you write void main, no need to write return 0. But if you write int main, you must write return 0. Because whenever you write int main, you must return some value to the operating system. Okay, so I can write return 0 here. Then what is the meaning of this line? The C++ language defines several headers which contain information that is either necessary or useful to our program. For this program, the header file is iostream is needed. Okay, iostream is the header file. Since this is a header file, the extension is .h. So I am writing here .h. Now it is a file name and the extension is .h. Since it is a header file, extension is .h. Like if you want to save your Word document, you must save it .doc. Excel sheet means .xls. PPT file means .ppt. Okay, text file means .txt. Similarly, since it is a header file, you are writing here iostream.h. The next line, /main is where program execution begins, is a single line comment available in C++. Single line comment begins with / and stops at the end of the line. So what is the meaning of this line? Now this is nothing but my comment line. Okay, wherever / start, compiler treats it as a comment line, and compiler never executes this comment line. Comment line is for understanding purpose of the user. The user will understand what is the meaning of this line. What is the meaning of this line? Now the meaning of this line is it prints hello world, but compiler never execute this line. Okay, so you may leave to write this line. There is no issue. The line int main is the main function where program execution begins. Okay, from here the execution of the program begins. The next line, cout hello world, causes the message hello world to be displayed on the screen, whatever I have already told you. The next line, return 0, terminates the main function and causes it to return the value 0 to the calling process. Means it returns 0 to the operating system. But whenever you write void main, there is no need to write the return 0 line. Next, what is the semicolon? Semicolon is nothing but it is a statement terminator. Whenever compiler sees the semicolon, it thinks that the line is terminated, the line is end. That is, each individual statement must be ended with a semicolon. It indicates the end of one logical entity. Okay, x is equal to y semicolon means this is one single line. Y is equal to y plus 1 semicolon. That means this is a single line. Add xy semicolon. This is a single line. That means you must remember semicolon is known as my statement terminator in C and C++ programming language. Then what is a block? A block is nothing but whenever you see one starting curly braces and ending curly braces. This is one block. Whenever you see in your program the starting curly braces and ending curly braces, you may say that it is one block. So a block is set of logically connected statements that are surrounded by opening and closing curly braces. Okay, whenever some statements are surrounded by opening curly braces and closing curly braces, it is considered as a block. Okay. C++ does not recognize the end of the line as a terminator. For this reason, it does not matter where you put a statement in a line. Okay, that means x is equal to y semicolon, y is equal to y plus 1 semicolon, add xy semicolon. It's same as in a single line I am writing x is equal to y semicolon, y is equal to y plus 1 semicolon, add xy semicolon. That means you may write in this way or in the single line. Compiler treats both the things as a same concept. Okay, so this is end of your class. Thank you.